Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. All right. Get through the week, another weekend. Already very excited. Got big stuff going on. I'm pumped for football, man. Football, I don't know how it comes close to what we saw last weekend, but
my heart can't take it.
Oh my gosh, it was just unbelievable. I couldn't even believe it.
You gonna do some fun stuff this weekend, or do you like chilling at the house watching the football better than going out to bars?
Yeah. It's just, you know what? Here's the thing is, you know, because if you're a lush like me, it's just, man, you run up a tab so fast.
Plus, too, it's safer to just be drunk at your house.
And you were telling me how your daughter likes to come and join you in the Queen, but she'll bring like 5 friends, and they drink. And Kevin, that is a tab I don't think any of us want.
Well, that's the problem, because my wife loves to have our daughter around, and Kaylin always brings friends, you're right, and then they just jump right on. My wife doesn't feel, You
don't ask a kid to open their wallet.
Right, even their friends. And
even their friends, I totally agree with that. I would never take money from a kid.
Right, so that is kind of part of the issue is that, when we go out, and it has deterred how much we go out because we're like, well, that just took away 3 or 4 more times you and I are going to go out together, paying that bill. So yeah, that is kind of the way it is. So but we're kind of in the process of we were going to do a lot of home improvement type stuff, and then the pandemic hit, and it really kind of got derailed for the last couple of years. But I think we're now hopefully going to get that moving. So, but I like being home. It really is. It's cozy.
You were talking of tales of making a staircase kind of a thing at one point. You guys still doing that?
A spiral staircase. Yeah, we have some big plans on some things.
That's cool. I wonder how long that takes to do. I mean,
you order it and the whole thing shows up.
Prefab.
Yeah, it's prefab.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's actually really easy to install if you have somebody who knows what they're doing.
No shit.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I thought that would have been, you're out of commission in the living room for 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, and it's going to be in the side room too. It's not in the main living room. So it's in where I do.
So pretty much, I'm wrong on all accounts.
You're starting off strong. Yep. So far, about everything you said, not right.
I am happy to learn about this fucking staircase thing, though. It's easy to install.
You live in a 1-story house.
If I ever want to, put the stairs out in the backyard.
To what? Heaven?
You know me. I like to do things outside the bun.
You want to get on the roof?
Yeah, so we're doing that, maybe triggering out the backyard a little bit more with some stuff. So we'll see. But
I got to spring clean. Yeah. I feel like I can't enjoy my house right now because there's so much crap from the kids' toys and just junk. I feel like I have to do a big purge.
Because I do a lot of my own deep cleaning. Because my mom was very good at that. She taught you how to just get on the floor and do it yourself. It's a lot of work to do a deep cleaning. It knocks your dick in the dirt. When you do something like that, would you hire somebody or do you do your own deep cleaning? And if you do hire somebody, do you have to do a clean before you hire somebody?
Well, I have somebody that I've had for years that helps me clean, but they don't do a deep, deep clean. Now, if I asked them to, they would.
Well, in your opinion, what would you consider a deep clean?
When you hit the baseboards, when you get all the cracks and the nooks and the crannies, and you wipe everything, all the windows, inside and outside.
And people offer that service.
You wipe the walls because I don't know how, but I have dust on my walls.
I know. I was looking at something on my wall.
Fucking weird.
I go, how the fuck did Hawaiian Punch get there? It's 8 feet high,
right.
Nowhere near anything I've ever been near. How did it get there?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm watching this crime shows or movies or whatnot. That's where I get all my knowledge. But they've talked about that with when you kill somebody and you see somebody that is cleaning up a little blood splatter where somebody died. They said, you would not believe just a tiny little molecule of blood and how it covers a room.
Yes, that's so fascinating.
And
Yeah.
they don't even, especially if you're a murderer, not knowing what the fuck you're doing, you're fumble fucking around, you think you've cleaned everything up. You don't know about fibers in the fucking rug.
Right, yeah. They're saying basically if you've killed someone in a room and you think forensics might come, you need to rip out the floorboards, or redo the walls, take out everything in the ceiling.
But the other thing
just
that-
everything.
Just burn the house down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That would be safer.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably better off burning it down than overly cleaning it, because police, they are suspect when they walk into a house and it's
Smells of bleach.
one room is just
So clean.
overly clean.
You live in a shithole, but this one room is brand new and looks amazing.
How can you not realize
Yeah.
that, though? Haven't you watched any Dateline?
There are some dumb AF murderers out there, Virginia.
You're right. You're right.
So, so looking forward to this weekend. We'll see what happens. Got the football stuff going on. You've got the fair final weekend. I don't know if you saw the move that the fair has made. If you've got teenagers like I do and like Virginia does, you definitely want to know they got a new rule for the final weekend that after 8:30 p.m., every minor must be accompanied by an adult who has
saw
to show
that.
proof of age. So they don't want these teenagers running roughshod all over the fair
That
now.
is a new policy.
Because that shit turns into Lost Boys if you don't keep them in check.
Well, that's the problem. The fair has noticed that these kids are just going buck wild, and there's no
Yeah, right.
parents drop off the kids.
Yeah.
And some of these kids are like 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, those are ages where if you let a pack of 12-year-old boys run rampant through anything, it is going to be chaos.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine. His son is 13 years old and is taller than me. He's wider than me. The sweetest kid. But if it came down, if that kid wanted to kick my ass, he's probably gonna win. He's just stronger.
They have all the girth of a man
Yeah.
and none of the sensibility.
Some of these kids are fucking huge, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it'll be different. And Grant said, no kids. This should be interesting. No, it's not no kids. It's just the kids have to have an adult,
with them. And then
yeah.
once you come through the gates, I mean, everybody could logistically go their separate ways. They're not going to watch you to make sure you stay with your kid. They just want to know that you're there at the fair and your kid is there.
But if they saw your kid off by themselves, they would be like, hey, where's your adult, right? And if
I
not,
don't
they
know.
could kick them out, and then you'd have to be like, hey, we got kicked out of the fair. We weren't with an adult. I think that's what they're trying to say.
But I think that it's not going to be a problem unless you make it a problem. If you're a pack of kids and you're out there to cause trouble, and then they come over, security comes over and says, where's your parent? And there is no parent. That's when there's going to be trouble.
But I see what Kevin's saying. If you are a pack of kids and your parents are halfway down, you
Like
know,
Kim and I, we would go off and find a drink, and
The
we'd just be
margarita
chilling
booth.
out. Yeah, and
Yeah.
we'd be like, yeah, go have fun. And then we get a text be like, hey, we just got booted out of the fair because we didn't have an adult with us.
They're not going to boot, I don't think, if the parents are there. But they are going to, if the kids are acting up, demand to see the parent.
I don't know. I'm not trying to turn this into a fight with you.
They can't check IDs anywhere else but at the gate.
But what I'm saying is, let's say Kevin's got his kid. Like, he's got Cannon, and Cannon's got his buddy with him.
Yeah.
The Queen and Kevin go get drinks. Cannon and his buddy are out way
right,
far.
yeah.
They're not going to try to, your parents are at the margarita. We'll locate them. That's going to take too long. The fair, they don't have time to do that. I don't see how they could enforce it.
I don't think it's going to be a problem if Cannon keeps his shit together. But if Cannon and his friends start acting the fool, then it's going to be a problem.
Okay, so the fair's not actively going up to kids who have no parents and saying, "Where's
I
your
don't think
parents
so.
at?"
They're not there to do that. You know how that's not what they're there
It
to
says
do.
every minor must be accompanied by an adult
But they can
who has
only-
to show proof of age.
They check that at the gate. They make you all walk in together, I'm sure. And then if people want to go get your margarita or ride a ride, I think you're allowed to go separate paths in the fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I went with Mags, she would not want to hang out with me the whole time.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in this fight. I wish it would. I want it to be fair for everyone involved.
Look at you.
But it's confusing.
Yeah.
It almost seems as if you don't have an adult with you the entire time. Somebody could come up to you and go, "Where's your parent, kid?" Well, I know
Right.
they're at the market. Yeah, you lag it out.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
is that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Virginia's saying it's not.
I mean, I can't see the fair being that big of jerks. If the kids aren't causing trouble, then there is no trouble. the trouble is only when there's trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have to have a parent with you to probably get in. Anybody who's a minor has to walk in with a parent.
It does stink, though, because there's a lot of good teenagers out there that can handle it.
Absolutely.
And do it right.
Yeah.
There's majority of those kids out there.
And they're not going to go after those kids, I don't think.
I guess, yeah, that's just the one thing to be aware of, because who knows what it's going to be. Melissa had said that she saw in a Facebook group, so I don't know if there's any truth to it, but she said the fair is doing it because last weekend a bunch of kids were shouting gun and then running in a direction to start a panic. So,
and there was no gun, and they're just fucking around.
Yeah, that was their ha-ha. We'll get everybody running, be like, oh my gosh, gun. And so...
See, I mean, kids are stupid.
Yeah, Grant said they threw out about 50 kids last weekend.
Oh, I saw Grant at the fair.
Okay. So, yeah,
Virginia
and
name dropping.
Angie's saying accompanied by an adult means an adult must be with you at all times.
Damn. So once again, Angie going in on Virginia.
I know, yeah. So, yeah,
Guys,
I don't
you guys
know.
got a
It's,
little conflict
it's just
going.
something, if you are a parent, you got a teenager, be aware of it because... I don't know. Yeah, it
You
doesn't
can't
mean you
drop
have
them
to be
off.
with them.
You can't drop them off at the fair like you could last year.
Right. Or maybe you have to stay with them if you're inside the fair.
Screw that. Who wants to stay with their kid the
I
whole
know.
time?
Well, that's it. I would say the same thing. And so I know the queen, she'd be like, we're not going. She'd be like, I'm not doing that.
Well, that's just it. If there's any kind of confusion, like right this second, kind of how this whole fucking segment's gone.
Yeah.
Because we still don't have an answer. You can tell Virginia, she's going all in, but then Kev, of course they're not going to do that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
No, but I don't think you get it. What Kevin's saying.
I do get what Kevin's saying.
Kevin's-
I don't think you get that I get a lot more than you give me credit for.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
I get tons of shit that you don't get.
No, I'm saying
I watch shit fly over your head that I catch, no problem.
you're out of your fucking mind.
No, that's just
Yeah, you're
reality.
right. Well, I'm not turning into insults. You are. I completely hear you, Kevin. I hear you. I see you.
hear me, okay. You
And
hear me and see
thank
me,
you for
okay.
being brave and telling your side of the story, Kevin.
Yeah, my truth?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. That's why I'm here.
I think at the end of this, though, we can all agree no one wants to hang out with their kids, right?
I think
That is it.
what
That's the one
comes
thing we do all
down
agree
to.
with. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, the other thing I'm looking at maybe this weekend it might be fun is there's a couple new places that have opened up in Delray. My daughter was sending photos from one. It's called Throw Social. It's a new place that is open up there. Yeah, it's kind of like, it looks like just a big old party venue, but I think they have axe throwing there, and that looks like they have the Miami Heat game on or a basketball game on, and they got a band on stage, a big old screen there. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And here's a little bit of a video. If you're watching KVJ TV, that's a video that she took of it. It looks pretty awesome. So, yeah, I might go check that out.
A lot of people do that axe throwing.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
And they have teams, they have
Yeah.
leagues, all this
Yeah.
stuff. I've known people that they do a league together, they become great friends.
Yeah, so they've got some good stuff going on there. They've got that Throw Social. There's a newer sports bar that's opening up. They got a rooftop bar in Delray. I even saw they have got 2 restaurants that made Yelp's top 100 of 2022. The Delray Beach Wine Room Kitchen and Bar, which has got 2,500 wines and 80 varieties of cheeses and meats, is ranked number 31.
I love cheese and meat.
And then Dada made number 46.
Oh, I love Dada. What a cute little
It
place
is,
that is.
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, so they were there. And then Sassafras in West Palm Beach came in at number 56. So that is according to Yelp with rankings based on the number of submissions, ratings, reviews, and geographic representation.
One goes away forever. Cheeses or meats, which one has to go? You never get to taste it again.
Buy meat.
Yeah, buy meat.
Buy meat because I can do more with cheese. Cheese and vegetables are awesome, and I could live on that. I could be fine. I'd make it work.
You would go meat, wouldn't you, Kev?
I don't know. I do both a lot on keto. That's just I go all in on that. But I really like the cheese stuff. Now meat probably would win out
You
But
want
I
it for
would-
the protein.
Yeah, but I would greatly miss cheese. I do love cheese too.
You
He's
can't-
so
but
healthy.
You say you can do a lot with cheese, which you are 110% right, but you could do a lot with meat too.
I know, but in the end, I feel like Virginia would be healthier and better and happier if I did cheese and vegetables, because I think as I get older, I don't process meat as well as I used to.
Oh, boy.
Especially that red meat.
It's about to get gross.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'd eat a pizza, but you'd have to eat it with no cheese. When I was on that vegan little fucking thing I was doing, Papa John's, you could get their pizza without cheese, and you could even dip it in the garlic sauce. It was still considered accidentally vegan.
That garlic sauce is phenomenal.
You know, because I was really hungry during that vegan challenge, it did, even though there wasn't cheese there, the sauce, the bread, and that, it got me through, man.
That sauce is phenomenal. Sometimes I'll order extra packets of it, and Domino's does one now that's very comparable to the Papa John's.
It's not as good to me, but it's good.
You're right. I will order extra cups of those sauces because they're only 50 cents each, and then I will put them on like a little piece of chicken.
Okay.
It's so crazy. Anytime we talk about chain pizza, whether it's Pizza Hut or Domino's or Papa John's, you either get people who are like, fuck those places. It's so odd. It's the chains people hate.
Look, I'm telling you, Domino's has changed their pie. They've done amazing things. There's a garlic Parmesan sauce now you can get. Instead of the traditional pizza sauce, you can get this garlic Parmesan sauce on your pizza. You can get extra sauce, extra cheese. That thing is amazing.
Even when I talked about Outback Steakhouse, which I feel like so many people like Outback Steakhouse, people were, "Bird, the place is fucking terrible. What are you talking about?"
Really?
Go,
The
"Really?"
Bloomin' Onion is one
yeah.
of the most delicious, fun things ever. If you don't agree, fight me.
I mean, I get it's not the Breakers. I get that it's not 5-star, but I mean, Outback is still. You can find something delicious at
Their
Outback.
tuna poke is amazing.
It's perfectly fine mid-level grub.
It just makes me wonder: is the hate coming because you think you don't like the way the food tastes, or did an experience happen?
Yeah.
I just always wonder why we get such chain hate for certain places. It's odd to me.
I get why Australian people hate it, because it's like a complete brand abandonment from everything that is really Australian, and apparently it's like a big joke in Australia that Outback is nothing like Australia. But if you're not Australian, why are you taking it so personal?
Another one that it's so Subway. I still eat Subway. I love Subway, but every time I bring it up, Burr, what the fuck's going on? I'm like,
You support what he did?
no.
Oh, yeah.
Jared. Is that his name, Jared?
It is,
Yeah.
but they don't even bring that part up. They just say,
Yeah.
I've heard what he's talking
Right.
about.
Yeah, they had the Jared, then they had the yoga mat story.
They had a rough go
Yoga mat
at it.
bread. When you say it, yoga mat bread, it's like, what?
Denny's just reminded us on the Weird Whatever podcast that when Jared got arrested, Subway was doing they just launched a promotion. Denny's. I don't want to butcher the name, but it's like the Jared do the dance pants. It involved,
Jared
remember
Fat
that,
Pants
yeah.
Dance.
it was
Yes.
the fat pants. And it was
Yes.
him dancing with kids and what was the
Him
Subway?
dancing with kids in his pants.
Yes, it was a poorly timed like promotion they were going to do where they were going to see how many kids they could fit in Jared's pants because he had lost
Shut
all of that weight. It's going to call it Jared's Pants Dance.
How many
Shut
kids you can fit in his
up.
pants?
I mean,
he
you
loved
can't-
it.
you can't write it
He probably
better.
couldn't believe. He's like, yes, I love this idea.
I mean, talk about just.
Right.
It was probably his idea.
Guaranteed.
He probably pitched it to Subway, and they, through the innocent spectacles they had, didn't see what he was really up
I think
to.
they filmed the promotional material and everything for it. It was going to be a whole promotional
Yeah.
thing, and then he got arrested.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about those things where just bad luck. George Carlin did this whole special about people dying in planes and all this stuff. It was the weekend right before 9/11, and then all that happened. He's like, "We cannot air this." What
Yeah,
the
right.
fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad timing.
Bad
Changed a lot of
timing.
stuff.
It changes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got some emails here sent to us, mail at kvjshow.com. Greg in the 772 said, I just want to let Jaybird know that there are married couples that have sex regularly, unlike Riggy and the Queen. And we drink together and don't have issues like 4-hour walk and the witch. We make out 69, party together, and our best friends. Just wanted to spread some positivity on National Spouses Day.
That's sweet.
It's so funny. I will get random emails from married couples that go, "Bird, I'll keep it quick. Just want to let you know, me and my wife, we do 69."
Okay. He also says, V, don't go too hard on Panda about Mardi Gras. Never met you guys, but I feel like I know y'all. I have a bit of social anxiety, and Mardi Gras sounds equal parts awesome and nerve-wracking. I'm pretty sure you mentioned Panda has social anxiety. I deal with it by drinking, almost to the V level, so not sure how your man handles it. And weed doesn't help social anxiety either. It kind of makes it worse.
Yeah, he's tried a lot of different stuff. I don't think he's got it figured out.
Yeah, weed doesn't. It's not the end all be all for everybody. I know there's been times where I'd smoked it and I would have a panic attack. The last thing I'd want to do is be around people outside. It all depends on the moment, what kind you're smoking.
Right.
Especially back then. Nowadays, that doesn't really happen. I just feel like all the weed is the highest grade it's ever been. They're still trying to find ways to get people higher at this point. It's like, I think we got it.
You're not
guys.
high enough.
I think we kind of got it.
Can we take you higher?
Yeah, it's not great for everybody. If I was to just smoke weed and go on a plane, I'd freak the fuck out.
I wouldn't even try it.
Yeah, that would.
I have no clue the meltdown I would have.
Or an edible.
F that.
And it hitting me on the plane. And
No.
yeah, I don't, tequila, stat.
Oh my gosh, that's a nightmare.
But for some people, it would be amazing. Everyone's different when it comes to all that.
This email from Susan said, just to let you know, the dentist BJ thing you're talking about today is true. My husband and I had relations the night before my dentist appointment. In the middle of my exam, the dentist pulls out a mirror and proceeds to tell me, you see the bruising on the back of your throat? Silence.
See, I told
Yeah,
you.
okay.
They can tell if you've been sucking that dick too hard.
But why would the dentist even try to bring that up?
Because you're hurting yourself, and he wants you to know that you're doing damage internally from a big dick.
So the blowjob's gotta suffer?
No, maybe just don't go so deep, girl.
Yeah, don't
you're not
take
in
it
a
all the way
porn
back.
video.
So yeah, the blowjob suffer.
Well, does she need to choke?
No.
Maybe she needs a throat
jeez.
bumper.
I mean, my God, you're going so graphic.
I just think that, there shouldn't be pain.
No, no one's saying there should be pain. What I'm saying is it really that big of a deal if you got a? Is it that big of a deal if you?
Well, have you ever had one?
No.
Well, when you get one, it fucking hurts.
But if you didn't know if you had it, and I guess I just don't understand maybe. Because it seems like the
all right, who's
dentist.
got a big dick that you can suck?
It doesn't.
I want you to feel how it feels.
snoots.
Suits.
No, I have no idea. It just sounds like something you don't have to tell the patient.
All right. Well, maybe you're right. I don't know, but I mean,
How many dentists are really going? Please let us know in the chat room. How many times has the dentist said, "All right, ladies or men, he's got to stop sucking dick so hard because it's bruising your throat." I guarantee you, we're not gonna have anybody say that a dentist did that. Yeah.
Okay, that's the call.
I think
Yeah.
we're having somebody say that right now. She said the dentist stopped the exam, got a mirror, and showed her.
But
Yeah.
that's why it stands out, because this is not a common thing. That's why I'm making a big deal out
I
of
saw
it.
it on TikTok, bruh.
All right. I can't wait to hear how many people say, "Yeah, Bird, my dentists have never said that to me."
Well, most of them are not going to do it. I think
Okay,
most
thank
of them
you.
would
Yeah.
try to keep it classy.
You got a couple things going on here. You got first be stuck in the big D, and then you got to have a dentist who would actually bring it up to you, because a lot of them be going, "Oh, she's clearly been stuck in a big D."
I just think it's a small percentage, Virginia.
Well, maybe he just wants to help you, help your man, not put the dick so far down your throat.
Kevin, am I crazy for thinking? I think it's weird that the dentist is bringing up blowjobs to the patient. Am I
He's in charge of telling you about damage in your mouth. It's not about the blowjob. It's about, hey, you should know you have bruising to the inside of your mouth, and I just want you to know.
This might take about 24 to 48 hours to get all of the because maybe you're right. Maybe this is so prevalent in the dentistry community.
Look, they might not say anything, but they see it.
Oh,
and there's a
Yeah.
lot of time that they probably see it and say nothing.
You're changing the line of the argument. I'm not saying they don't see it. All right.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know.
I got an email here from Abby, and she said that I wanted to let you know I was listening to your segment about the unexpected Big O. And how you got it. There was, the story that women could get an orgasm by yawning. And she said, I am a hand balancer and contortionist. I work in a traveling circus. Not many people know this, but when you hand balance, it takes a lot of low pelvic floor strength to move between poses. Well, I was practicing my routine in the gym one day, and suddenly it just hit me. I guess those abs were squeezing. That I was squeezing was a little too close to the big V. Anyway, I fell over and just sat there for a little bit, confused and happy. It hasn't happened again, but who knows what will happen tomorrow.
I mean, Jaybird, she's an acrobat.
Abby,
Right. Well, what an email.
Are you single?
My God.
When the
about
circus
that,
comes to town, would you like to go out to dinner?
I mean, that sounds like a Red Shoe Diary.
Yeah.
Is that real? Are we getting catfished?
Yeah, I don't care. If you can catfish like that, fucking keep them emails coming in. But Ralston had the perfect tone in the voice. It was
Okay.
very pacing.
Yeah, Denny's just sent me this email to follow up on the Jared Subway story. The Subway kids, and this is a screenshot from the website, what it said. It said, bring your kids' meal to life. Kids can play the Jared's Pants Dance game. Watch cool videos and have more Subway kids. Fun anytime, anywhere. Free to download.
Holy shit.
It was a downloadable game.
Yeah.
Talk about bad timing.
How many kids can you fit in Jared's pants? I mean, that is comedy.
I love their cheese bread. I love their cheese
They
bread.
have a good cheese bread.
They have see, I love because they have selections.
They do.
My knock on a lot of these restaurants is you go there and they have 2 sauces available, 1 bread. I like options, baby.
Subway does come with the bread options and the sauce options.
Yes.
There's a lot going on back
Their
there.
sweet onion, and I fucking love their cookies. Oh, I love Subway cookies.
Okay.
Oh,
Big
it's gonna.
fan, huh?
Well, it's just. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good day today.
Yeah, okay. It's good to know.
You're gonna bruise the back of your throat with cookies from Subway.
Yeah.
Get my
His dentist's going to be so confused.
You're like, are you sucking dick?
Get
No,
my-
cookies.
get my foot long. Let's see how much I can get in my mouth.
I got an email here from Karen. She said, I heard you guys debating whether the metaverse will ever take off or not. Jaber was talking about sensitivity suits. That's actually a thing, not the guy on our show.
That's when Suits watches
When he
rom-coms.
weeps, we call them sensitivity suits. But the real plan for the metaverse is to incorporate Elon Musk's Neuralink brain chips that I talked about earlier this week, which will stimulate your brain to create all the sensations, touch, smell, warmth. Elon has gone on record as saying that at some point the metaverse will be indistinguishable from reality. It will happen much faster than we can even comprehend since artificial intelligence technology improves at an exponential rate. Some scary stuff.
Wow.
Crazy,
We
huh?
won't be able to tell the difference? That's kind of horrifying.
Oh, Virginia, if I told you what's going to happen in the future, you wouldn't sleep tonight.
I think
yeah,
that
well, I'm drinking a bunch of wine. Pass out.
it'll be interesting because you may see humans may be part human, part computer, part machine. And it'll be interesting to see then how we react, what our humanity is like, how long we live.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get canceled in 20 years. Listen to this son of a bitch. He hated robots. Play the audio. Cancel that fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big storyline in the Boba Fett series, how these teenagers there's a trend where they're morphing themselves into robots. They're all human or whatever, and then
Yeah.
they have a robotic arm or, robotic
Sure, yeah.
They got robot titties.
Oh, wow.
Maybe even the robotic clit. I don't know. It's Disney, so I doubt that they're doing that.
Not
It's
there.
got mouse ears on it.
I don't think they're doing robotic titties and clitties.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just going to be a crazy world. It doesn't
is.
sound like it's that far off, actually, because the Neuralink, the story was that they're going to start human trials after having successful runs on animals. And what the Neuralink is for a lot of people that, may have some type of paralysis. Apparently, they can rework the way the brain fires things, and you'll be able to get those neurons back to those parts of the body. And you'll be able to communicate with computers and have them do things for you as well, just by a thought.
In 50 years, in your opinion, any shot we would see government officials as purely robots? Governor Robotic Rob. Robotic?
Not in our lifetime. We're not going to see that in our lifetime. I think we will start seeing more and more humans walking around saying, yeah, I got the Neuralink, or I got this, or I got a robot arm, or I've got a homegrown heart or something like that.
Rocco's kids.
Rocco's kids, possibly. Yeah, it could be that point, because you're going to have where, do we trust someone? How much human are they? How much robot are they if they have a malfunction? And they're the ones that are leading us. They would be in control of the nukes and things like that.
You would say, you could never allow someone who's half robot, half person run, because you don't know if the But that's me saying this in the beginning stages of this. 300
we
years.
don't know. We have no
years
idea.
From now.
You have no idea. What,
we
it's
do
gonna
not
look like.
know what we do not know.
Yeah.
Hurt people.
It'll be interesting.
I'm glad I'll be off this fucking rock by then. It's too big. It's too big now. I want off.
It's okay. Go smoke some pot.
There you go. He's out. Thank you.
Oh, he's already there.
Yep. Already there.
I'm already there.
Yep. Well, if it's not weed, we'd encourage you to try vodka.
Yes, we do. We love our vodka sponsor. They are good guys who give back a portion of their proceeds to autism causes and charities. Atoll Vodka, spelled ATOLL. Grab some for yourself. It's delicious, and you can buy it at mashandgrape.com.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.